Really? No.
Do it.
No.
Let's do it.
Ridiculous.
I'm wondering where we're going with this.
How do other musicians even talk to you?
Why are we in black?
What kind of show is this?
You're totally inspiring.
I got hotel keys in every pocket.
This was a Beachcombers episode. You ripped this off.
You are watching Stripped Down. Are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase. The show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I am your host, Curtis Anderson. We got a big night for you. Returning to Stripped Down after 70-some episodes. No, it's not Birds and Bugs. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Stripped Down, it's Carrie Catherine and her rhythmatist.
between us is just an ocean. All I need, oh, I can see on the horizon you're getting nearer, like some island. I'll rescue you. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1,000 miles, at least it feels that way to me. All I want to do is go back home. Can you take me in your arms and love me like that? I can smell my mama's cooking on the stove. Can you take me in your arms and love me like that? Some days I curse these feet. Oh, they like to roam. But some days I curse this wandering spirit in my soul. Can your love be a home? Can you take me in your arms and not let go? Can your kisses be enough to keep me warm? Can you love me like that? Oh, can you love me like that? Back home there's a river that knows my name. Can you take me in your arms and sing like she does in spring? Streets so very familiar, they never change. No, can you take me in your arms and love me like that? Some days I curse these thoughts. Oh, they like to run. But some days I curse this job. It keeps me on the road. Can your love be a home? Can you take me in your arms and not let go? Can your kisses be enough to keep me warm? Can you love me like that? Oh, can you love me like that? Singing that favorite song, you know, feeling water between your toes, moments that melt the snow, moments when time moves slow. Can your love be a home? Can your love be a home? Can you take me in your arms and not let go? Can your kisses be enough to keep me warm? Can you love me like that? Oh, can you love me like that? Oh, can you love me like
You are watching Strip Down. We're spending 60 minutes with the returning Carrie Catherine and her rhythmatist, Hal Schrenk. Welcome to Strip Down. Welcome back to Strip Down. What an honor
Thanks.
to have Carrie Catherine back in the Strip Down studio. What an honor to have Carrie Catherine request a return appearance on Strip Down. This is the third time you've graced the Strip Down stage.
It's true.
But you haven't been here. Last appearance, you were here October 2008 and December 2008. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
And you've been busy.
I have been busy, yeah.
Where do you even start? We've only got 60 minutes.
I know. I don't know where to start. Well, this year has been really busy. Since the last time, I think the biggest thing that started this whole, the next chapter,
Yeah.
the reason for my hiatus, if you must, is I started going down to Texas. I went down there for a great big festival, the Kerrville Folk Festival, and took part in a songwriting competition that they have called New Folk. And I won. I was one of 6 winners, and it was this incredible experience. So that whole kind of event opened the doors towards spending some time in Texas, and then spending some time in Nashville and Memphis, and
You worked with some pretty high-end people.
yeah, it was amazing. Like the album, of course, I did with Colin Linden, and he was amazing. But when we started the album, he'd just gotten back from touring with Emmylou Harris. So he called in her rhythm section for this project, and it was great. Yeah.
The word rhythm has already lost all meaning tonight because you brought in a rhythmatist. I made sure I got it right. It wasn't a percussionist.
No.
It wasn't a drum player. It wasn't Hal Schrenk. We were going with rhythmatist. It's a new
Yes.
word.
Because, I mean, look at what he's doing here. It's pretty new.
It's like the next level
It's
of
not
percussion.
It's not
It's
very
kind of in
conventional.
between drums and percussion. So I'm going with rhythmatist.
Yeah.
So how do you guys connect? How do you guys get together and play music? How does this happen? How did you guys meet?
You know what? We started playing together. Well, actually, the first time that we ever played together was at the Broadway Theater.
Oh, that's right. Your
Yeah.
second album.
Second album, Venus Envy. I was releasing it, and I actually hired a different drummer. We'll just call him a drummer.
Yeah. He wasn't a rhythmatist.
No, he wasn't a rhythmatist. He was a fantastic drummer, but he double booked himself. So we're doing the Broadway Theater, and we're like totally gearing up, and we're doing all these rehearsals and having a fantastic time. And then like a week before the show, I found out I had no drummer. So I was like totally shell-shocked what to do. So I called up Hal, the go-to guy. And he nailed it. He was amazing. You stole the show.
Oh,
People
no, I didn't.
still, they do. They still talk about, oh yeah, who is that guy? So anyway, it was a great experience working with Hal, and yeah. So I don't play with a band a lot. I don't play with a lot of other players. I've been doing a lot of solo stuff.
Which is
But-
ironic because all 3 times you've been on Strip Down, you've been with someone else.
Well, it's true.
First time
I
you were
know.
with Sam Mitchell,
Yeah.
you brought the flute. Second time you were with Megan Kardash, who was one of about 6 or 8 people who were supposed to be on. We'll talk about that later. We'll take a trip down memory lane a little
I
later
hope
in the
so.
show because we
I
need to
hope
talk
so.
about it. We need to
I
talk
know.
about the
We need
infamous
to
Christmas
air.
episode.
Yes.
You need to address it.
Yes. Yes.
As you get more famous, it may keep getting brought up, and I don't want it to come back to haunt you in any way. So we will address it.
Okay.
And
But
then
yes.
tonight, Hal.
Yeah, so I mean, I've kind of recently, for this tour, for this album, I just wanted to do something more fun, actually. To be perfectly honest, being out on the road by myself is not as fun as playing with Hal. And Hal's like got a great attitude, and he invents everything that he plays, and it's always surprising and interesting. So it's really nice. I mean, I think the bitch about touring is being alone on the road. And so now I'm taking Hal and my husband and my baby and my mother is coming.
Wow.
She's the nanny.
Sounds like a great deal for Hal.
Yeah. I know. I already feel sorry for Hal, but he agreed to it. He really didn't know what.
I didn't agree to it before we got the entourage.
Yeah.
You
He heard there would be roadies. He just didn't realize.
Didn't know. Yeah.
What's it like being Hal these days? You were just it was just said that being on the road with you is more fun than being on the road alone. So I mean that's kind of a compliment.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
I don't know.
It's better than most compliments I get.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of fun. I mean, I think that for me, I love working with Carrie because it starts with her songs. So even though the album's amazing, Colin and Linda did a great job. We've sort of stripped it down.
Yeah.
One point for Hal.
There you go.
We sort of stripped it down and started with Carrie. And so when we first got together, I just had a room full of percussion. And we slowly built this kit together on the needs that each song required. So it's all custom for her. So
I was going to say slowly is probably a pretty good word.
it is a very good.
That is a crazy amount of an arsenal. Can I call it an arsenal?
You can call it Arsenal. I like that.
We would almost spend 60 minutes just talking about all this
You
crazy
could.
stuff.
You could.
You have like a puck down there.
That's the hockey puck.
You're actually playing a hockey puck.
Hockey puck. How more Canadian can it be?
I don't know, eh? All right. What did we kick the show off? Again, you came in and said, I want to do 2 songs back to back.
Yeah.
So who am I to argue with Carrie Catherine?
I mean, again, like that's part of what Hal and I have been working on is like how do you present songs on an album but in a live atmosphere?
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been big into the live show as something totally separate from the album. So we've created something that is quite different and I think more engaging than the album in terms of like what the live performance will be. I'm really excited about presenting it on stage for people, and yeah, so I'm really excited about that.
So now, once again, my rhythm is all messed up because I'm not a rhythmatist. Usually we do song, talk, break.
I know.
But we did no talk, song, talk.
I know. I just
It's
had
like
to
writing a
mess with
song.
it.
It's like A, B, A, A, B, B, C. Like, I don't know what to do now. It's all. So
Well-
should we go to a commercial break? Do we want to do another song before the commercial break? You wanted to double up a couple more songs.
Why don't we? Yeah, I know. I'm going to screw with your system later too. So.
Screw away.
Ooh, Curtis Anderson.
You
My
said the B
mind.
word before.
I know. I'm sorry. It's
You can't show
terrible.
this to your son when he's older.
I know. I know.
So what do you want to do? Play another song?
How about we do another song?
Okay,
and
we'll do
then,
another song and then go to commercial break.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy with that? Director Jay Neufeld? He's given the okay.
We got the okay?
We got the okay from Director Jay Neufeld.
Approval. Okay.
All right, what's this next song, Carrie Catherine?
It's called Kite. I actually got inspired by, I've never told anybody this, but I was totally inspired by a Leonard Cohen poem. I was reading his biography and some of his work at the same time. And so it's very, very loosely based on an idea of his. And yeah. Do you want the whole story?
If you want, go for it.
We're
Hal's
in
getting
this
ready.
kind-
He's gonna play
he's-
like
yeah, he's gotta
the coat
assemble
rack and
assemble
an old
himself.
muffler from an '84 Pinto.
Yeah, it's back there, the
Yeah.
muffler.
You know, it's about being in a relationship, and it's about this kind of like the push and pull, which is, you know, I'm married. Oh, I don't even have my rings on, but trust me, I'm married, and you know, I think the thing about a marriage is sometimes you think, oh, you know, I long for that freedom of being like single and all free and just like not being tied to anything or anyone.
I never long for that. If
No.
if you're watching, honey.
Not long for it, but you know, there's that other side of you that you remember.
Yes.
And so the whole concept of the kite is that we're you know, one of us is holding on to each other. We're attached, and we soar because I'm holding on and you're soaring. Like it's a, you know, you have to work together. But there's this little question: would I fly higher if you let go of the string, or would I just fall to the ground? Probably a bit of both.
The floor is yours.
I am like a kite at the You are holding tight, battling the wind. I'm grateful that you ground me, glad you're holding on, even when I cry. Let me go, love, let me fly. You are like a kite, and my feet are in the sand. I'm a slave to your flight, baby, take me where you can. Every now and then you lift me straight up off the earth, and I'm running and laughing so loud that it hurts. Even when you cry, let me go, love, let me fly. The window when we sleep, watch the motion of the branches so we can gauge the breeze. Kites are like prayers we launch in the sky, hoping to catch the glory of flight. If I let go, if I let go, would our prayers fly higher than before, or would they sink to the floor and never fly, fly, fly no more, and never fly, fly, fly no more. We soar above the ocean, it's filled with our regrets, polluted with apologies we meant but never said. Kites are forgiveness high in the sky, but there are always strings attached, love, to the kite. If I let go, if I let go, would we soar higher than before, or would we sink to the floor and never fly, 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 never fly no more?
You're watching Strip Down with Carrie Catherine and Hal Schrenk. We have to gear up for our very first commercial break, but stick around. We have lots more Strip Down coming up after this.
Life's supposed to be a good time too. It's not too late. It's not too late. And if you have some problems on the way, I can relate. I can relate.
The following following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
And we're back. We're spending 60 minutes with Carrie Catherine and Hal Schrenk. How are you guys feeling? One segment done.
Great.
3 songs down.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, Carrie.
Thanks.
Is it like you remember it? There's still like all familiar faces on the crew.
It actually is. It's very much like I remember it. But it's, well, when it was Sam and I, we got the comfy couches, so.
Yeah. And lots
there's
of
no,
green.
there's
No room.
There's no comfy couches going on here.
No, there's no room for comfy couches with that elaborate setup.
Yes, we're compensating for the.
We're here today, of course, talking about Carrie Catherine and the new album. Can we get that? Wilderness. We get a close-up of that. This great art.
Yes.
Whoa, wilderness. Carrie, wilderness. Is it a metaphor for your transition into motherhood?
It is. It started before that. Like, it totally did. I think
That was a great question. I'm sorry.
it was. It was a good question. Yeah. No, I think for me, wilderness is really about like just pushing past what is known, what is safe, what is, your own backyard, and getting into, unpredictable territory.
That sounds like parenthood to me.
It totally is parenthood. Like, it's crazy. I of course you hear people who have become parents talk about it, and for me personally, especially with music, like it's really great to have this little being really push me out of my comfort zone, and that is helping me musically do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Let's go into it. Parenthood. I mean, again, you hear everybody talk about it. You can't understand it till it's yours. Like, you can't.
It's true, although I am careful because I have a lot of friends who aren't parents, and I don't think that this feeling or this emotion is something that they can't experience or don't experience. I think it's simply that the conditions of parenthood force you into that. Like, that feeling something so deeply and opening your heart so completely, or being forced to work so intuitively and just like fly by the seat of your pants. That's, I'm not one to say that you have to experience parenthood. It's just that those conditions help you experience it, And I think that other people do. They can love that deeply and love that much and experience that much change as well. It just might be different conditions for them that kind of like provoke that learning curve. So
how has it changed you? You talked a little bit about it, but
it's changed me huge on stage. Like, totally, I feel like when I'm on stage, I'm just here and I'm playing and I'm present. I'm not thinking about, did I warm up enough? What am I wearing? What am I doing? Is this the right order of song? Like, I don't freak out about all this little stuff because there's really just simply no time. On one hand, being a parent is busy. But also, I just realize, who I am is going to inform this little being more than what I try and tell him to do. So stop thinking about things and just be. And then that allows him to do the same.
It does kind of put you in a different place. I remember when I first had my son Noah, I'd get to work at 9 o'clock and someone would be like, oh my God, the paper's jammed. And I'd be like, oh, the paper's jammed. Is it pumpkin? Oh, I've been up since 4 o'clock dealing with poop and puke. I haven't slept for a week. And I've put out 26 fires since I've been up this morning. I've already put in a whole day's work and had 6 coffees. And oh, the paper's jammed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me shelter you from the reality, and together we can make it through. Bam! That's how I was when.
Yeah.
And scene.
Yeah, it is interesting. Like, you're certainly, it does put things in perspective.
Yes.
I think that's certainly something that I've experienced. But again, I don't think that that my problems are all of a sudden more important or anything like that. It's simply
that's where we differ.
Yeah.
I thought my problems were more important before I was a father. So.
Right.
Continue.
But no, it's been really interesting,
Yeah.
and I think I enjoy performing more now too, because it's not work, it's like a night out.
Yes, there's that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, keeping the parent and motherhood thread. Are you ready to
Yes.
launch into the next song?
Yeah, yeah.
This one has a great story behind it. The last time we did an interview was promoting the flood relief concert
Yes.
you were part of with Stephen McGuire, Andrew Menard
Yes.
last spring, I'm
Yes,
guessing.
yes.
Flooding spring.
Yes.
And I talked to you. You were on stage literally like a couple days before you
Yes.
had your son.
Yep.
Which, round of applause for you for that, for braving that. But yeah, you told the story that night. I don't know if you want to tell the whole story
Yeah,
again.
no,
but,
absolutely, absolutely. Well,
not a dry eye in the house.
yeah. Well, yeah, I was very, very pregnant at that concert, and but I wrote this song years before I had Elliot or knew that I was going to have him, and basically, my husband and I decided that we wanted to have this baby, and you know, you spend so much time trying not to get pregnant that you kind of think once you make that decision, it'll just like happen, and that's not how it happened for us, and it's not how it happened for tons of people that I came into contact with as I was going through this and really wanting to have a baby, and so so I wrote this song, and it was kind of funny because it wasn't soon after I was playing it on stage, and I ran into a couple and they had this newborn baby with them. And they said, "Oh my God, yeah, we've been waiting to tell you this, but we were at your concert, we heard this song, and then a week later we found out we were pregnant." And only a couple days of hearing that and encountering that couple, I got an email from friends of mine in Texas, and I'd done a concert down there, and same story, exactly. They had heard the song a week later, they were pregnant, and eventually it worked for me. So we're going to, you know, do this tour of Western Canada, but I think we're also needing to take this show, just do like a whole tour of fertility clinics, you know,
Yeah.
down the road. It's big business.
I was hoping that's where you were going with that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was gonna make that joke, and knew I was gonna look like a complete jerk if you ended that on a really serious note.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So so this is called Rockabye.
Everywhere I turn, I see mothers with their babies. Maybe that'll be me. I turn to God. Did he hear? Maybe I wasn't clear. Lord, I want a baby. But baby, just in case you hear me now, I'm singing rockabye, rockabye, baby. Rockabye, rockabye, baby. Rockabye, rockabye, baby. To you. Oh, oh, lover turned to me and said, someday here we'll put a bed in the spare room for the baby. At dinner, all our family wait for big news they anticipate. Still no word of baby. Baby, just in case you hear me now, I'm saying rockabye, rockabye, baby. Rockabye, rockabye, baby. Rockabye, rockabye, baby. sits an empty rocking chair, just waiting for you, baby. My hazel eyes, his curly hair, my temple, or his balanced air. What will you be, baby? I'll write 100 lullabies and sing one to you every night. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, don't hold too hard, I'm told, for things that you can't control. But still my heart wants it so. Still my heart won't let go. Still my heart is singing. Still my heart is singing. Still my heart is singing. Rock-a-bye, 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 baby. Rock-a-bye, rock-a-bye, baby. To you, oh, oh.
It was beautiful, Carrie Catherine.
Thank you.
Yeah, it made my wife pretty emotional when we heard you play it that night at the.
You know
Saturday
what?
Reef.
I just remembered it wasn't. So that was about 4 days before my due date.
Yeah.
The day before my due date, I actually took a video of me playing that song in our house concert venue, the Hayloft, and that, you know, thinking that I was going to be way late. Turns out I had the baby the next day. Didn't get around to editing the video until Elliot was a few weeks old. So I've got this video, which is a great keepsake, but it's on my Facebook page too if people want to check it out. And yeah, it's really the story coming to life.
Well, if it's true, if that song does make women pregnant, it's not good odds for Jennifer Juba, the only female on crew tonight. Just saying. Sorry, Jen.
I know. I warn people in the audience now, and young single women look very nervous.
And she's old enough, I can make that joke now. All right. You know what? We are like going way heavy on time, so I'm just going to make an executive decision and drop a break. Can we do that, Jay? Jay says yes, just like that. We're going to drop a break. So let's get to more music.
Okay.
I want to get all your music in, but man, we're having way too much conversation.
Sorry, I know.
No,
I'm a
it's
talker.
good though.
I'm a
That's the point of the
talker.
show.
Okay, well.
But you know, you have this setup. Like, hats off to Ben Dobbin, your audio guy. It was an intense setup.
I know,
It was an
it's
intense
great.
setup.
Yeah.
If we had one XLR left, we would have put a mic on him and talked to Ben. But we used every XLR in this building, so we can't even get a response from Ben. But we'll just take our word for it, people. Ben worked his ass off tonight, and it sounds fantastic. This is
Thumbs up to
not
Ben.
easy to mic. Not
No.
easy. Where do we go next?
But it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, we're staying on the baby theme. We're going to talk about, this is Lullaby. And I wrote this for a girlfriend of mine who is an opera singer, Anastasia Winterhalt, fantastic voice. And I wrote this when she had a new baby, and she was trying to figure out how to pursue the careers of international opera diva and mother at the same time.
The only thing that can make this episode better is if we had a bunch of babies on set.
I know.
Like, just for this segment, like we could have brought.
I was gonna bring one.
We should.
You know, I
we
was
could have
gonna bring
coordinated.
one, but
we could have had a big pile of babies.
Yeah, it would have been. Next time. Now we have something to look forward to.
Episode 4 with Carrie Catherine, the baby pile.
A song to save the world. Oh, Mary, Mary, sing it to me one time. A song to save the world. time. In operatic style, with voice unwavering, unto the whole wide world, that girl was meant to sing a song to save the world. Yeah, Mary, Mary, sing it to me one time. And she was singing, swinging low, singing sweet and low. I've gotta put this child to bed. Sing it low, sing it sweet and low. I've gotta put this child to bed. A blessing she received, a child of her own. Well, the opera hit the road, and Mary, she stayed home. The opera hit the road, and Mary, Mary, she stayed home. She stayed behind. The song to save the world became a lullaby. And she was singing, swing low, singing sweet and low. I've gotta put this child to bed. Sing it high, sing it sweet and high. I've gotta put this child to bed. Oh, and the weight of a mother's love, it infused the lullaby, gave her child a loving beat, and her voice rang unto the streets. And all the passers-by heard her song in the night, and each one said, that song changed my life. Oh, it changed my life. And we were singing, and we were singing, and we were singing, swing, oh, swing low, sing it sweet and low. I've gotta put this child to bed. Sing it high, sing it sweet and high. I've gotta put this child to bed. Swing low, sing it sweet and low. I've gotta put this child to bed. Sing it high, oh, sing it sweet and high. I've got to put this child to bed. Oh, oh, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
You're watching Strip Down with Carrie Catherine and her wonderful rhythmatist joining in again for that song. All right, before we take our last commercial break, yes, our last commercial break because we dropped one. Yeah. Let's go back in time. Let's discuss the Christmas episode.
The Christmas episode.
You hurt my feelings a little bit when you said it was kind of a train wreck before when we were talking about it. It wasn't train wreck, but I was like, I remember that episode just being so good. It opened up so many doors on what Strip Down became.
Let me explain what I mean by train wreck.
'Kay.
I think the episode was fantastic.
Thank you.
Megan and I were a train wreck.
And it was supposed to be a gigantic celebration for UNICEF. However,
Yes, so I was supposed to be part of like this monstrous cast of musicians, and we were all going to do Christmas carols, and it was going to be great. And leading up to the show, it was like day by day, members of this monstrous cast of musicians kind of bailed. They bailed. And it was left to Megan and I. And we didn't have a huge repertoire of Christmas music. Now, I have seen the episode. A number of members of my family asked if I was high during the episode, which I wasn't at all. But I do remember laughing so hard and trying to sing and trying to contain myself and having like tears streaming down my face because it was so much fun. I mean, that was the most fun I've had on stage, I think, ever, probably.
Well, thank you. If that's not a stunning endorsement for Stripped
Oh, my
Out.
God.
And
But
we
it
watched
was
the episode, 30 episodes in, and we were all like, wow, this show could be so much more. We need to open up these doors on a regular basis and just let crazy fly. And
Yes.
it really did change the blueprint of Stripped Down that night.
Wow.
Well, we brought in Santa, and he started breakdancing at the end of the show.
Santa, there was breakdancing Santa.
And
We
Carrie was a
and
Christmas
she
angel,
was-
making it snow the entire...
Yes, she descended from the heavens.
did.
The heavens, I mean.
Literally.
That's no small thing. So, yeah, I've never... Well, actually, I have been part of a Christmas special since then. Andrea Menard's Sparkle.
And they all showed up.
They showed up.
Awesome.
They showed up, yeah.
On that note, let's take our last commercial break. We're so out of time. We've got to wrap things up with Carrie Catherine coming up right after this.
And this is my soul, my heart you stole.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie Catherine.
The first year I was just rehearsing, played at love like love was fun. The second year experimenting, trying on mistakes like gloves. The third year I was doing dishes there beneath the pots and pans. A man I barely recognized offering his hand again. Love, love, what do you look like? Love, love, what do you look like? Now we go to cocktail parties and all our friends look confused. When you leave, they softly whisper how things really with you too. They're not so sure where I'm living. Oh, my misdirected mail speaks to 1 year I spent drifting, seeking love outside myself. Love, love, what do you love like? Love, love, what do you look like? Could it be the light, or is it just me? Well, you look nothing like you do on TV. Could it be the light? Did you change your hair? I wasted 12 months looking everywhere. Love, love, what do you look like? Oh, 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 oh. Now I make dinner when I want to. Every night we stay up late, 'cause we like the sounds of our laughter. When too tired to think straight, 'cause to think straight is what they want us to do. But that never got us anywhere. I wanted to win, but I had to lose to find my way back to you. Oh, love, 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 love. Love, love, what do you love like? Oh, love, love, what do you love like? Oh, oh, oh.
We are wrapping things up with Carrie Catherine and Hal Schrenk, also known as the rhythmatist. As much talking as we've done tonight,
Yes.
we got sidetracked by Christmas, we got sidetracked by babies. I kind of want to talk about babies at Christmas, but we don't have any time. We got to talk about the CD release party, the CD drop.
Yes.
That was like the point of the episode.
I know,
And
I'm
here we are with 5 minutes left.
May 26th and 27th, we're doing shows at the Refinery, and I'm really excited. We've banded together with some great artists in town who are going to do a little like mini art fair in the basement, and ceramic artist Kathy Terapaki, and even some baby fashions are going on down there. So, and Hal and I have got a great show lined up for everybody. So, tickets on Picatic.com. It's going to be quite the party. Yeah, and then the Baby on Board tour. The tour starts June 2nd. We're going out to the West Coast and back. And so, if you know people between here and Vancouver, let them know about a show. All of that's on Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
That's another ironic thing. Last time you were on the show, I don't think Facebook was really a huge thing. Everyone was still using MySpace back in 2008.
God.
Isn't that crazy?
Now I feel old or something. Yeah.
So that's the best place to get all the Carrie Catherine info.
All the tour information and videos and songs are up there, yeah, or my website. So yeah.
Hal, what are you doing these days other than playing with Carrie? You gotta have something to add, some
I don't know what to
pearls of wisdom.
I can't keep up with you guys. I don't know what to add.
A little disappointed breakdown.
This is enough, isn't it?
I am.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so no, we're really excited. The Refinery, I just love that space, and it's just got such a dramatic feel to it, which is perfect for what our show is about. A little bit of theater, a little bit of drama in there. Yeah.
We're ending with a sultry voice. I like it.
Okay.
I guess that's it. We're out of time. I haven't got a cue, so I'm just going to wrap it up. Thanks to tonight's cast and crew. Thanks to tonight's sponsors, Long and McQuaid Music, Ultimo Uramoda. This is a pretty awesome shirt, by the way. It's a bunch of, like, jokers. Anyway, yeah, let's get that. And, of course, Mr. Sicily Pizza. That was a good Zoom, Jordan, too. For all things stripped down, now that we're talking about Facebook, go to Facebook, find the Dancing Girl, strip down, hit like, just like, you're liking Carrie Catherine already, so like strip down, and that's it. For the last time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Carrie Catherine and her rhythmatist.
Don't want to say yes or please. I don't want to smile and appease. I don't want to be kind or polite. No. I don't want to be there on time. I don't want to do what I'm told. I don't want to be your lover. I'd rather be your danger zone. I don't want to be your rose, I'd rather be your weed your wild, wild west, your lawless deed. I don't want to be your house, your pretty white picket fence. I don't want to be your yard, I'd rather be your wilderness. Through the gaps left in the fence, I thought I saw your wilderness. Oh, your wilderness. Oh, your wilderness. Oh, lure your thoughts out past the fence line into the dark night where the fireflies. Lure your thoughts out past the fence line, past the porch light to your dark side. Your wilderness. Oh, your wilderness. Oh, your wilderness. Oh, your wilderness. Your wilderness. Oh, your wilderness. Your wilderness. In my yard, there's a porch. In my porch, there's some shade. A double of gin in my lemonade. All of the flowers in my garden have names. I know them by heart, and it bores me to tears most days.
His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.